With the first pick,
Thunderstruck! Thunderstruck! Yeah, Thunderstruck!
All right, welcome into Fantasy Rant DFS 101. This will be a multi-part series to try to help everybody who is new to daily fantasy sports get ready for it, and also serve as a reminder for those of us who have been doing it for a while, how to keep with our process, what strategies, what contest selection, what contest to attack, contest selection being very important here. So, just general reminders for those of us who have been doing it for a while, and a good tutorial for those who are new. So, without further ado, I say we just dive right in. Um, we do all this with the NFL season in mind, so that's sort of the backdrop for all this. Um, but it can apply to any DFS sport. So, what is DFS? Daily fantasy sports. It's a contest of skill, um, prediction, and risk management. The landscape has grown far more competitive in recent years. It's probably as competitive as it's ever been. Casual players are becoming way more sophisticated. There's a ton of resources out there for the casual player to take in actionable advice to utilize every weekend. So we have to be able to set ourselves apart. And anywhere there is uncertainty, volatile player depth charts, injuries, changing offensive schemes, this kind of stuff is where we can find an edge. So it's important that our research takes us to these areas. Expert preparation begins with clear goal setting. So I would ask everybody, what kind of DFS player do you see yourself as? Or do you want to be? Do you want to be someone who's trying to grind out consistent profit? Do you want to be somebody who's just doing this on the weekend for fun, hoping to hit a lick here and there? Or do you want to be somebody that's, trying to develop into a high upside tournament player? So these are all very important things to figure out about yourself, because it's going to attack how you, um, if you want to be a consistent profit grinder, you're going to attack the slate a little different than somebody who is just looking to hit a lick on Sunday, or somebody who's looking to be a high upside tournament player. These are all going to present their own unique processes and angles. Okay. The next part that's very important, and I have to remind myself this every the beginning of every football season. Me and my buddy Steve talk about this. Um, you want to understand the DFS calendar, and this is true in all sports. Early season slates seem to exhibit way more chaos, mispricing than you get midseason. Um, Early in the year, we've got rookies, we've got free agent signings with new teams. The the pricing hasn't quite tightened up on these guys. By week 8 of the NFL season, we have known value. We know what we're dealing with in most slates, so we have to adjust our expectations accordingly. A week 1 GPP may be far softer than one in the midseason. So, and to top all that off, professional mindset. This is essential. We want to focus on, we always say this in the industry, plus EV. We want to be focused on expected value and long-term process over any weekly result. Weekly results are nice. Obviously, we're hoping to win money. But if we're going through a 2-3 week slump, we need to be able to look at our process and determine: are we good? Is this repeatable? Is the process good? Are we confident in that? And if we are, we can endure those losses because we can do so with the mindset that it's likely going to even itself out. We're going to be plus at the end of the year. That's the idea. So as long as we're focused on expected value, we should be able to uh, grind out sustainable profits. So that'll kind of wrap up getting prepared. Part two is going to focus on contest selection and just finding the right games. So thanks for stopping in, and we'll see y'all in part two. Have a good night.